What's up everybody? Recently we've been hearing a number of streamers and pro scene personnel teasing the idea of hero bans coming to Overwatch in the near future. Intrigued by the idea, but very skeptical of it, I decided to really examine how this kind of system could affect the game based on existing aspects of Overwatch and how similar FPS titles have managed to implement pick ban systems. And admittedly, after less than a day of researching, I'd done a total 180 on my opinion. So today I want to discuss how and why hero bans could actually really benefit Overwatch for a significant chunk of the player base, and why I think it's something Blizzard absolutely should add to the game. This is Master Ian Gamer, and let's get into it. To start, I know that not everyone is entirely familiar with the idea of a ban system or pick ban system, so let me just summarize it briefly. A ban system allows each team at the start of a match to select one or more heroes and ban them from being playable by either team for the duration of that match. This is done on a match-by-match basis, and the selection is made by having all 6 teammates vote on which hero or heroes they want removed. It's a system which has found success in many other major games, such as League of Legends and Dota 2, and even other FPS titles like Paladins and Rainbow Six Siege. Each of these games has their own variant of the pick ban system, which works in slightly different ways. Looking at the benefits of these kinds of systems though, first off, it puts more control directly into the hands of the players. If there's a specific hero who you don't like because they're annoying or broken or whatever, you now have direct input into preventing that hero from being something you have to deal with. Sure, this will still be limited by the fact that banned heroes will be determined by input from the entire team, but if there comes to be one specific hero who unanimously sticks out as undesirable, it's safe to say that most teammates will be on board with blocking them. Now, the main rebuttal to this is that by banning the single most OP hero, it'll only shift things down to another set of equally undesirable meta must-picks. And while that's theoretically true, it still gives players some form of control. And this control can be utilized in more ways than you may at first realize. Not only can hero banning eliminate specific OP heroes, but it gives coordinated teams far more room to strategize. Let's say one team plans to run dive on a specific map. They may ban a specific hero who would counter their dive comp in order to give themselves an advantage. Likewise, if the other team knows that the first team wants to run that specific composition, they might ban a dive hero like Winston in order to force them to adjust their battle plan. Being able to ban even a single hero per team introduces a whole new level of meta mind gaming and strategy. This, in theory, offsets the surface level skepticism of hero bans only causing inconsequential meta shifts, as it directly injects more variability into what any given player may end up experiencing from one match to another. But even if that doesn't end up happening and all we see is Orisa being banned in 100% of matches, a hero ban system could still be beneficial in that it alleviates the necessity to play specific broken or OP heroes while Blizzard works on fixing them. As it stands, with Blizzard's infamously slow balance process, both the community and devs may acknowledge that a specific hero isn't working as they'd like, but then it takes weeks or even months for them to get tuned properly. In an ideal world, these broken heroes would be fixed in an instant, but realistically, that's just not feasible. So by introducing a ban mechanic, unanimously disliked heroes can just be banned by the community in order to alleviate their oppression on live servers while Blizzard works on fixing them. Furthermore, giving players the freedom to ban heroes on a match-to-match basis is actually an incredibly effective way of circumventing the variance of specific heroes' skill ranges. For example, a hero who's powerful at high skill tiers like Sigma or Widowmaker could be banned by Grandmaster players, while heroes like Torbjorn and Reaper, who are more powerful at lower tiers, can be banned by players in Bronze, all while not needing to nerf these heroes in ways that devastate their potential at other ranks. This is perhaps the greatest potential offered by a hero ban system, as it makes the overall dynamic of Overwatch much more flexible. If designed and implemented properly, it could even simplify the hero balance process overall, thus allowing for more frequent and well-tuned hero changes. But of course, I don't want to oversell hero bans too heavily as a solution, as this kind of system does have some drawbacks, which are definitely worth considering. The most upfront downside is that hero bans are likely only going to have a strong beneficial impact at higher ranks. Unless you're playing in a 6-stack, players below Masters likely won't be coordinated enough as a team to effectively utilize the system. The lower you go on the ladder, the more likely it is that players will just haphazardly want to ban whichever hero they personally find to be annoying, as opposed to strategizing with their team to try and gain a meaningful advantage. Or even worse, lower ranked players who are influenced by higher skilled pros and streamers might adopt a mindset of always banning heroes who are only actually oppressive at those higher skill tiers. This would then counteract the aforementioned benefits of different ranks being able to dynamically ban different heroes, and instead result in certain heroes being essentially deleted from the game, even if they're not problematic for the majority of the player base. We already see this happen when players become obsessed with Grandmaster level metas and convince themselves that the same omnipresent strategies used by coordinated professionals somehow applies to 6 random people in gold. Player perception is far more powerful than you may think, and so far, the Overwatch community doesn't have a great track record in this regard. There's also a lot of questions still when it comes to the details of how exactly it would be implemented. Given Overwatch's relatively small roster size compared to other games with similar mechanics, there's the concern of whether there's actually enough heroes to justify being able to ban some of them. Will even a single hero ban per team end up making certain comps and mechanics uncounterable? This is a question which can't really be answered prior to having a system like this in place. Overall, I do believe at this point that a hero ban system could actually do a lot of good for Overwatch and alleviate frustration from the community, but its effects would not be felt evenly across the entire player base. It would undeniably have the most positive impact at the highest skill ranks, but the further down the ladder you go, the less and less beneficial it'll be, to the point where it could potentially even become detrimental. It is possible that, like SR Decay, hero bans would be something that only exists at higher tiers. Maybe you need to be Masters or above in order for it to be part of the match. Although then what happens when you're a Diamond player who gets matched with players in Masters? Would it be based on the team's average SR? Again, there's a lot of questions regarding the details. Just a couple things I want to add in though before wrapping up is that the hero ban system should only be added in competitive. There's absolutely no reason for this to be added in quick play or any of the existing arcade modes, as it's purely a mechanic to improve the competitive aspect of the game. Furthermore, while hero bans would likely only bring about direct tangible match improvement to maybe the top 10% of players, that improvement could easily trickle down to the rest of us in more indirect manners. If you want to talk about just the overall health of Overwatch as a game, then it's critical to maintain as many of the high-level pros and streamers as possible. They massively benefit the game's ecosystem by drawing viewership to the title, and implementing a feature like hero bans could be a great way to keep them invested. Plus, the thing I said earlier about normies mimicking high-skill strategies can also work in favor of the game's perception. If the pros and streamers are happy and enjoying the game, then their viewers and the community at large will usually become happier too. So at this point, I say go for it. Add hero bans. Worst case scenario, I'll just never be able to play my favorite hero ever again, but hey, I can live with that. I'd love to hear your thoughts though on whether you're for or against hero bans in Overwatch, so be sure to drop a comment down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and share with a friend if you really liked it. Subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and hit up the bell to never miss any of my future Overwatch content. This is Master EN Gamer signing off, and until next time, have a great day.